What is going on, traders? We're going to make this quick because my mic was off for the last two recordings and I just realized it. So we're going to try to make this very quick. And before we get into that, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. Let's get into the video. So, first things first, I was absolutely wrong about Apple earnings. I thought they were going to get either decimated or IV crush. And we got out of our puts like right before close, probably like an hour before close, when I saw this guy, this cup and handle pattern. Once I saw this, I said, nope, not going to deal with it, not going to play around with it. This thing might actually blow to the upside, and it did. So, first things first, I want to acknowledge that in my last video, I did say if it gets above 180, I'm going to get rid of the 155 target. We went as low as 164. I'm fine with that. Looks like we're probably going to stay above that level for a while. But as long as we stay above 180, 155 is off the table for Apple. It can go as high as about 190. I don't think it's ready for 200 with the China thing lingering still, but we'll see. We will see. I think 190 is probably the best we're going to get, at least short term. Long term, I think this thing is an absolute buy as far as shares. So do what you want with that information. And yeah, that's really all I have for Apple for now. We'll see at open if it can hold above 180 because we do got a lot of news in the morning. As far as the overall market, I'm not convinced. Look, I'm sorry. Hear me out. Somebody's probably like, he's a purple bear now. Like, hear me out. It's very easy to be bullish with no context when the market is just going up. And it's very easy to be bearish with no context when the market is going down. And there's a reason why we talk about key levels on this channel. Now, I will be the first to say, I even said in the Discord that I thought Apple earnings would give us a bigger move on the NASDAQ. But all it did was bring us right back to where we were with Powell. I think before he spoke, where we were rallying up to the upside, where this guy right here, this wick right here, where we were just rallying up, and then Powell spoke, and we gave it all back. We're right there again. So we haven't really went anywhere. Granted, I'm not going to take away from this move. Congratulations if you played this, but otherwise, I mean, we're basically forming the right shoulder here. I told you guys in the last video, there's a potential head and shoulders here, and the neckline is this trend. We got a shoulder here, head here, another potential shoulder here. I didn't like this super skinny shoulder, so yeah, it does make sense that we are feeling this fair value. There's probably a fair value gap somewhere in here, and we're probably feeling it right now. So again, I thought Apple would give us more, and maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe we'll see something happen overnight. Maybe we get back into the 17,800s. That's what I was looking for since Apple did get good earnings, but we didn't get that. So last video or last couple of videos, I told you guys key level is 17,830. We could say 17,850 to be safe. If we could break above that, then I will be open to changing my thoughts on being bearish short term. But for now, as long as we're in here and as long as as long as we stay within this area with the shoulder and the head, it's really tough for me to switch to being bullish because again, we're back to where we started with Powell, basically. So we will see. We will see. As far as downside goes, this neckline, we break about below 17,400. We'll say 17,380 to be really safe. I think we're pretty much cooked at that point. All right. We can head towards 17,300 and lowest we can go is about 16,800. We'll say 16,800 for now. So that's what I'm looking at as far as the Nasdaq. ES. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. I told you guys 5080 is your key level. Granted, we did break above that, but next we want to see a break above 5126, 5127. Okay, again, these guys right here. If and we do have a lot of news tomorrow, right? If we just so happen to get to where these guys are, these bears right here. I tell you guys, wicks tell you where sellers and buyers are. If we get to where these guys are, and news comes in, and we get somewhat of an aggressive sell off, we might be done. Like these guys stepped in immediately and dropped us. Like, yeah, if these guys step in like immediately when we get towards that 5126, 5127, and they step in and drop us like almost immediately based off news, then yeah, we might be done. We get back below 5080, yeah, it's looking bad for the ES and SPY. Okay, so be on the lookout for these guys and how the market reacts at this area right here. Okay. Same thing for NQ. I mean, be on the lookout for how it reacts here when we get news. Maybe overnight we break above them. I don't know, but just be on the lookout for how when news drops, how we react at these wicks. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. As far as downside goes, on ES, we break below 50.40. I would say 50.38 if you want to be safe. Then we can be heading as low as 5,006. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. And again, I mean, there's another potential head and shoulders pattern here, right here, right here. Granted, the measured move isn't. I'm not a fan of the measured move. It's not really much, but we'll see. The neckline is around 50.40, so we will see. Okay. Spy. So spy. I mean, same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Again, we didn't go anywhere. I know it's I know everybody's hyped and everything like that, but what happened before Powell spoke? We ran all the way to 507, 508, give or take, and then we gave it all back. And the same thing is happening. Like if Apple earnings really want to push us higher, I feel like we would have been like at least above these guys at around 508. But no, we went to 507 and pretty much we're just there. We're at 506.66 after hours, and that's it. So we're still at this guy right here, these guys right here, and right here. Okay. So I think for us to push higher and get past these guys, we need news. Simple as that. And if you don't know, tomorrow we do have news. We have hourly earnings at 8:30 Eastern, non-farm, unemployment, ISM at 10 a.m. Eastern. So I mean, we got a decent amount of news tomorrow. So if we want to break above these guys and even these guys, we need some good news. Otherwise, we are dropping. Okay, we are dropping. We break this neckline at around 500. I'll say 499. We're heading towards 497 and then 495. Triple Qs. Same thing here. Triple Qs. You just really want to watch where what happens with these wicks. That's really what you want to do. I mean, that's the overall point here, guys. I told you guys last couple of videos, 430. We get above 430 and actually hold above 430. 436 is back on the table. But until then, I'm just not convinced. We're at 429 after hours, so we're pretty close. But we want to see a close, a good candle close above it. As far as downside goes, 420. We close about below 420. We can head towards 418, 417, give or take, and we can start heading as low as 413. Those are the targets I'm looking at for now. But still, I mean, Apple earnings was great. I thought we would get a bigger move. I really did. But it looks like the market cares about this news tomorrow, or like really cares about this news tomorrow. Maybe it depends on what happens overnight. Maybe we just keep running overnight, but we'll have to see. There's just a lot to get past here. Like here. I mean, we got a lot to get past. These guys, we got a lot of turbulence on the triple Qs. And like I said, we need news in order to break past it. So be on the lookout for that. That's really, I had more, but that's all I have right now because I have a crazy headache. And I recorded this video like 3 times because my mic was off and just messing up. So that's really all I have. Um, I think I went over. Yeah, I went over Apple. I guess I'll jump into Tesla real quick. Tesla rejecting this 4-hour supply and demand zone at 185. It breaks below 177, 176, give or take. It could start heading towards this gap fill. 174 will be your next target, and then 170. So be on the lookout for Tesla. Tesla breaks back above 194. I think you're clear to go to 200, 207, give or take. So be on the lookout for that. That's really all I have for this video, at least for now. I'll give a more detailed video maybe tomorrow or this weekend. But yeah, until the next video, traders, have a good one.